Hello, everyone. Welcome to the program. This is Politics Today, live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimale in Abuja. Well, it's for those who have been affected, we've seen those who have died from malaria will perhaps have a feeling why this is a big deal. Today, Nigeria received the first batch of the 846,000 doses of the R21 malaria vaccines from Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance. The official launch of the vaccines was earlier today, attended by officials of the Ministry of Health, the National Primary Health Care Development Agency, and the development partners. The Minister of Health, Professor Ali Pate, described the arrival of the vaccines as a significant milestone in the government's efforts to eliminate malaria in the country.
We came up with certain strategies that include optimizing the tools that are available to us. Bed nets, seasonal chemoprophylaxis, intermittent presumptive therapy for malaria, expanding case management, and layering on top of it newer tools like vaccines, and tailoring our efforts to different parts of the country. What is happening in Zamfara is different from what's happening in Lagos. What's happening in Kebbi may be not the same as what is happening in Bayelsa. That took place in May. So we're on that journey, and we set up a malaria elimination task force, an advisory group that comprises internationally recognized experts, what we call AMEN, the Advisory Group of Malaria Elimination on Nigeria, which has been activated, and the task force is active, and in fact it should be meeting again in 2 weeks. So this is one more marker in our journey to deal decisively with diseases like malaria that afflict millions of our children, women, and general population.
My guest tonight is a two-term governor, a sitting senator, and perhaps one of those whom you will regard as not only a national leader in the APC, but equally a leader of the party in the Southeast. And we'll be discussing several issues on the state of the nation. But let's first and foremost check out some of your political roundup story. But let me tell you that the World Health Organization said that malaria is a life-threatening disease spread to humans by some types of mosquitoes. Mosquito, very familiar to most of us here in Nigeria. It is mostly found in tropical countries. It is preventable and curable. Globally, in 2022, there were an estimated 249 million malaria cases and 608,000 malaria deaths in 85 countries. Children under 5 accounted for about 80% of all malaria deaths in the region. Let's check out some of the political roundup stories, and we'll be up to discuss with my guest.
The House of Representatives is calling for enhanced provision of legal and institutional framework and professional capacity for public procurement in the country. The House reached the resolution after adopting a motion by Honorable Iyime Idem, drawing attention to what he describes as poor budgeting for the Bureau of Public Procurement. Ahead of the November 16 governorship election in Ondo State, the Inter-Party Advisory Council, IPAC, is asking the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to draw lessons from the just concluded election in Edo and perfect its logistics and coalition processes. The political parties made the call at a meeting with the electoral umpire in Abuja. Meanwhile, INEC has also fixed November 8, 2025 as a date for the governorship election in Anambra State.
Equally important is effective communication by the Commission's officials, particularly during the collation of results, to avoid suspicion of manipulation of results as it happened in the last governorship election in Edo. The Commission is required to put its act together.
The people of the Southern Senatorial District of Ondo State have been assured of speedy development if they vote for the APC in the November 16 governorship election in the state. The candidate of the party in the election, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, made his promise at his campaign rally in Ore Odigbo, local government area of the state. Lastly, other statesman and former Minister of Information, Professor Jerry Ghana, has advised that more foreign investments be allowed into the country to help solve the ongoing economic crisis in the country. He made this statement at a meeting with journalists today in Abuja. He also mentioned the need for investing in the nation's natural resources and focus on reducing energy costs to facilitate national development.
For now, what is happening is that the gatekeepers, I'm using the term gatekeepers, and they're in various sectors. The gatekeepers seem to hate the Federal Republic of Nigeria, or is it they hate the government? And they are doing everything to frustrate people not coming here with their money. I'm talking, this is the reality.
Well, of course, we do know in Ondo next month there will be an election, but next year there will be another election, one of which is the Anambra governorship election, where the Independent National Electoral Commission today has announced the specific date. We do now know that it will happen in 2025, precisely in November, and on the 8th, which is a Saturday, for that month. That Anambra governorship election will hold. Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, the INEC chair, announced today during a consultative meeting with political parties in Abuja. Take a listen to him.
As you are aware, the last governorship election in Anambra State was held on the 6th of November 2021. Consequently, the Commission has approved that the 2025 Anambra State governorship election will hold on Saturday, 8th November 2025. In compliance with the mandatory requirement of 360 days, the formal notice for the election will be published on the 13th of November 2024. Party primaries will be held from 20th March 2025 to 10th April 2025. The candidate nomination portal will open at 9 a.m. on 18th April 2025 and close at 6 p.m. on 12th May 2025.
No doubt, the nation is faced with enormous pressure over the state of the economy, which has caused untold hardship to the average person. It is important to discuss ways forward for the giant of Africa and also ask questions to those who have promised a good life for the Nigerian people when they are asking Nigerians to vote for their political party. Tonight, we have a sit-down with a formidable figure in our political landscape here in Nigeria, especially because he sits as a prominent figure in the APC. Senator Orji Uzo-Kalu is a two-time governor of Abia State and a prominent member of the APC. Amidst all of the growing criticism regarding the current economic hardship faced by many Nigerians, his party's actions and policies have come under intense scrutiny. The lawmaker and the former governor joins us live here in our Abuja studio. Thanks so much indeed, Your Excellency, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while, and I imagine I heard some rumors about, although this is a very bad timing to talk about 2027 because the governance and the livelihood of our people are more paramount than politics. But it's interesting to now hear that you are now being linked to 2027 presidency. Do you have the ambition to become president in 2027?
Well, sure. Thank you very much for having me here. You've been so nice in asking me a question that shouldn't have been come up, because I don't know where you got your rumor from.
But I've seen posters online.
But let me tell you, first and foremost, I'm qualified to be a president, and I'm competent. But in a constitutional democracy, a party that have a president that is running for the first time do not need, whether in America or anywhere. So we have already a candidate in our political party, unless it's not running.
If he doesn't want to run, would you run?
Oh, sure. If the party give me the opportunity to fly their flag, it's a privilege. It's not something that will I like. It's an opportunity given by the party. It's party that gives it, and Nigerian people that support it. It's not about me. My interest in 2027 is to come back, be a lawmaker, sit in the Senate, and work in the Senate.
So you look at the politics of 2027, not certain the way things are going, especially with the performance of your party. It's going to be difficult for anyone now projecting into 2027. That is, even if your party is still together at that time, because your party is in turmoil at the moment. And there will be those who will also say, your brother, Mr. Peter Obi, is likely to run, and within your region, in the Southeast region, is a political figure, a prominent one that you cannot shove aside, and that he poses a big threat to all the establishment political parties in 2023?
No, I don't think so, because politics is about your political party. It's not in my party. I'm not in his party. And it's only when I am his party. Let me tell you, I know you continue bashing APC. Let me be honest with you. I know things have not been the way it's supposed to be. The economy have not been so friendly. The atmosphere have not been friendly. But you see, this economic problem is going almost everywhere in the world. It's just that we hadn't had an economy where we could have said this is the system of our economy, because the economy have no system from 1960 to today. No system of economy. So if we have had economy like Canada, like America, we say this is where we're going to follow. The pressure of COVID has not gone. You see, mind you, I'm not a politician, but an entrepreneur.
But you're a politician. I mean, how do you describe?
No, a man you know, only in media alone, and I'm the highest employer of labor of media in Nigeria, with over 2,000 employees of media staff. I have over 13,000.
You ran for governor. You ran
no,
for
it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, you have your business side on one hand, but you are a politician.
No, I'm not a politician. I'm an entrepreneur. I think on
how to pay. How do you want to downplay the fact that you're a sitting senator representing Abia North?
A sitting senator with an entrepreneurship face. You don't count me as a politician. I don't behave like a politician. I keep to time. All the times you have interviewed me here, I used to come here 20 minutes before you. Sometimes I'm here before you. So how do you count me?
Interesting. So, you meet me here in the studio in this bar. This is literally my home.
So you can see, let me tell you, the pressure of COVID is all of, mind you, I have businesses in most African countries, Sierra Leone, Gambia, DRC, Conakry, all these places, and South Africa, and all the rest of them. So the pressure of COVID, at least, is going to take worldwide. I'm not telling you because of this, because I saw the pressure of COVID in Canada and the US. In this recess we've just come. Because the pressure is there, because they developed economy. People are not sitting down to see it. There are a lot of cushions. There are a lot of palliatives that are not, you know, our own palliative is go and buy rice and beans. It's palliative. But there are a lot of palliative the other governments are giving to organized businesses, because the SMEs, once you don't grow the SMEs, you cannot have economy. Because why it looks so? Because of the pressure on Naira to the dollar, because of pressure on the fuel prices. These are things we should have overgrown by now, to be talking about fiscal side of the economy. This should not be our...
Because there are those who will also say, some of you, especially those in the parliament, you have not shown example of how those who really know the pains of the people should behave. When some of your colleagues are getting 140 million naira worth of vehicle, when their constituents are suffering.
No. Don't you think you just hear all these rumors? Some of them
are not rumors. We see them writing it.
No. Have you seen
the
me
National Assembly. I mean, if you say you're a billionaire.
I don't say I'm a billionaire. I say I'm a businessman.
Yeah, if you say you're a businessman, you have the wherewithal to buy it. But even if you do, should you get 140 million naira vehicle,
No, Sean, let me tell
when your people are suffering?
Let me be honest with you. I'm in the Senate, and a lot of things are said about the senators, and I sit there quietly and watch. And most of these things are not true.
Like getting vehicles?
Yes, of course, they're not true.
You mean that senators have not gotten vehicles? Is that what you're saying?
Some senators were given aid to buy vehicles and upgraded it with their own, those that can afford it. It's not every senator.
You didn't get a vehicle?
No, what will I do with
the official vehicle?
What will I do?
The Land Cruiser.
There's nothing like official vehicle. They buy vehicles to the committees.
Individual senators are
this is why I'm telling you, you are part of this rumor carried. Senators are giving committee vehicles.
So did you get a vehicle, Senator?
No. That is not the issue. Did my committee get a vehicle? The answer is yes.
But you chair a committee, don't you?
I chair a committee.
So you got a vehicle?
The vehicle is for committee work. It's not for me. I don't.
But it's the official vehicle.
No, it's not true.
Don't you?
It's not true. Well, anybody in the committee can use this vehicle. So Nigerian people, let me tell you, we are elected people. There are many people that are appointed. They use 5, 6 vehicles. Nobody talks about it. But I mean, the legislators are doing they're doing a lot to see that Nigerian people are carried along, because we're the only elected people. In our constituencies, if somebody is sick, he will come to us. If somebody's child is not going to school, they will come for school fees. If anything happens to any constituent, they come to you. So the way they looked down on legislators are things I cannot believe.
I mean, I think there is a mix-up here. Maybe you, Senator, you're not privy to some of, maybe you, because you're a big man, you do not get some of these vehicles.
It's not true.
But you need to recheck your records.
I will recheck and come back to you.
Please, sir.
So if you can, I will recheck.
Because
I'm a senior member. Let me tell you, I'm a senior member of the
Maybe that's why you don't need, you have this chain of vehicles in your compound, and you do not need them. But there are facts under the fact that lawmakers get vehicles. Some of these vehicles amount to about 140 million naira a unit of those vehicles.
All I know, the committees get vehicles. No lawmaker is owner of any vehicle.
You may not be factual like
I don't know.
You probably need to check.
Maybe you should exchange.
Because we've had this
I should become this.
I should become this way. I've spoken to your colleague who is in charge.
Yeah.
About this same vehicle. And they never said that they did not get vehicle.
No. Did I say they did not get vehicle?
You are saying that it's for committees.
belongs to the committee.
But we do know that each lawmaker is per portion. There are those who will say, give us the money we'll purchase. There are those,
true.
They're giving the options.
It's not true.
There are a lot of things that you are probably not aware of, Senator.
They are giving committee vehicles. Maybe you can leave that part of your argument, because I have to go for more knowledge. But I'm telling you, and you are telling me you have my colleague who is in charge of it. No, none of my colleagues should not tell you, or should tell you, that this vehicle do not belong to committee.
So the question here, and where I'm driving at, is the vehicle is just one part of it. It's how the political class live large at the expense of the average person. When the average person in the society cannot feed, fuel prices have gone up, and they're looking to you, those of you who promised them good life, who went to them in the constituency, who said APC is the best thing that's happened to Nigeria and you should vote for APC. And now you go to the National Assembly and they hear this amount of money that you take home as wages and salaries and emolument, and they wonder, why are these people behaving this way? You're not reflecting the average person that you are representing.
No, sure, it depends. I'm doing my duty as a legislator in my constituency. I can never fail in my duty. And I'm sure that most senators are doing their duties in their constituencies. I can never fail in Abia non-senatorial district.
The question is, at what expense? That you are getting so much.
Getting what? From where?
You don't think that the livelihood and what it costs Nigeria to fund the lives of those who are in government is too
sure. If you have told me, I will bring you the statement of my account from the Senate.
How much do you earn as a salary, Senator?
I earn 14 million for everything.
In a year or per month?
In a month.
In a month.
Yeah, but everything compulsory.
In your salary?
My salary, the overhead, the worker salary, everybody. So
you don't think that is enormous?
No, it's not.
Head. You're not the only one.
No. Let me be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Do you know this money I have to buy fuel, I have to travel to my constituency, I have to maintain constituency office, I have to sit in the constituency. It's not enough. If you have told me,
as a two-term governor,
yes,
Senator,
yes,
you don't think cost of governance is a major problem?
No. Listen to me. When I was governor, I called for 1 year, 6 term. 1 year, 6 years, 1 term. Remember?
There are some of the colleagues who are asking for that.
No,
also.
President Obasanjo said I was after him. That was the part of beginning of our quarrel. I called for 1 year, 6 term. 6 year, 1 term. Because of the cost of going to the elections, because of cost of managing the economy, because when you bring in a governor or a president, their eyes on re-election. They are not even thinking about what people will get, what people will do. Every politicians, they are looking for the election. So the only way to solve this problem is give no incentive to anybody. Do 6 year, 1 term.
And you think that will help boost performance?
It will go a long way, because most of the people think they need to make money for the election. In my minority opinion, I don't know majority opinion. In my minority opinion, I think most politicians are always looking forward for the next election.
And that's why there is a very popular saying from a popular motivational speaker who said, a politician look forward to the next election, but a leader look forward to the next generation, how to empower the next generation. But that perhaps is the missing, the gap between what has become our problem in this country, where there are a lot of people who believe that we've not really had the kind of leaders that we should have in this country. But Senator, are you proud of what your party is delivering to Nigerians today?
Yes and no, because my party is very unlucky. My party have done very well in things they can do in the indices of economies and all the rest.
Under Tinubu or under Buhari? Because that's another kettle of fish entirely.
Let me be honest with you. Under every leader, God creates leaders for a purpose. Every leader has a purpose God has created him. God do not bring leaders just for this.
But the leadership under Buhari seems to have destroyed our economy. I'm
not going to answer that. I'm not going to discuss that.
But that's the reality.
No,
it's under that government.
I'm not going to discuss that.
There are those who believe that we were 20 years backward under that government.
I'm not
party that you are a prominent figure.
Listen to me. I am not going to discuss President Mohammed Buhari here.
Why?
Because it's not the right thing to do. He has gone. Let us look at the future.
But how do we learn when we don't know what the issue is?
We can't discuss it here. That is, it's not here we learn.
But the question is that if
you were here when it happened,
if the economy under Buhari was a disaster, should we toe that line? And this government has said that they will continue from where Buhari stopped.
No. That is where the difficulty comes. The government are not continuing from where Buhari stopped. They are trying to reform the economy. They are trying to bring back the economy where it's supposed to be. But it's bringing hardship to our people. The president himself knows that Nigerians are suffering. The president knows that Nigerians are hungry. The president knows. He's a street person. He knows the street very well. The president some nights uses his car to go around and know what is happening in Abuja here. People
really?
Yes, of course.
Are you aware of it, that he moves around the city?
Sure. The president goes around the city, visits, and go around.
I hope it wasn't during when the kidnap and issues were happening in Abuja.
Well, whether they kidnap or not, the president goes around with 1 or 2 cars and see what is happening. He's not a president that's locked up in a room. He's not a president that doesn't know what is. He knows. But this president is bad. He's very courageous on his own. Because most of the things he's doing, I might not be able to take them all.
Have you reconciled with him? Because I know that your friendship had some issues some times ago when you had your differences. I mean, there are those who feel that you betrayed him in the election of the National Assembly. And you stood on the other side. I mean, being in the same class of 1999.
No. I have never quarreled with the president. The president asked me not to run for Senate president. I didn't run. So, I mean, I have obeyed.
But you supported Yari as against the
No. I voted for Yari, but we have gone past that.
Do you regret voting for Yari?
No. I voted for Yare, and that was my vote.
Is that the reason why some of you want Godswill Akpabio out?
Nobody wants Godswill Akpabio out.
Really? But I mean, there is speculation that he wants to be impeached. And that on the floor today, there were moves to say, oh, a vote of confidence on him.
The Senate is a one Senate show. Any day the Senate finds a reason to remove Godswill Akpabio, they will come as one Senate and do it. But there's no reason for today at the floor of the Senate. If they have a reason, they will remove him.
So have you
but today,
have you resolved?
There is nobody who planned to impeach him. There's nobody, nothing like that. I don't know where you are getting your information.
I'm a political journalist, Senator,
no.
and the fact remains.
I'm sure
some of these things I'm asking you happened on the floor today. Including, I'm very sure you are one of those who voted, gave Godswill Akpabio a vote of confidence, didn't you?
No, the Senate, standing in the Senate, or the Senate gave him vote of confidence. Not Yaradua, not Uzo-Kalu, not Ningi, not Adiola, not Abiru. Everybody in the Senate. Well, we needed one Senate to go through this difficult period. Nigeria is going through difficult moments, and we need to support both the executive and the legislature. We cannot start fighting.
I will come to that in a bit because there are those who believe that you and your colleagues are simply rubber stamp. Whatever the executive brings, you are not really playing your role to check. It should be checks and balances.
Say the truth. Am I a rubber stamp? Do you know me?
You are Orji Uzo-Kalu. You are not the Senate.
No. But you know me.
There are those who say...
Do I speak my mind?
You speak your mind, but you are not...
So that is it. The Senate is the Senate.
You belong to that Senate.
Yes, I belong to the Senate.
And if some Nigerians have said, you guys are rubber stamp, you're not doing your due diligence in keeping these executives on their toes. You simply stamp and pass whatever they bring to you without proper scrutiny.
No, the Senate is not a rubber stamp. Sean, I would like you to apologize. Not saying that in my
I'm asking you a question, Senator. This is a television interview.
This is not.
I'm not passing a judgment, and I'm asking you. How do you react to those who say that your Senate, in which you are a member of, is a rubber stamp?
The Senate.
Are worried about the state of the economy, about the state of security in the country, the direction our country is going. 109 of you representing the Nigerian people. The question is, what have you and your colleagues done differently to put the executive on their toes and put their feet to fire?
No, our job, Sean, you see, Nigerian people always misunderstood our job. Our job is to make law. When we make this law, we give to the executive. The executive will go and implement. That's where our job ends. And the Senate will go for oversight. And this is what we expect our colleagues. Ask me, are they doing proper oversight? Those that go for oversight must do thorough oversight.
Senator, the question I'm asking, sir, on behalf of the Nigerian people, is that if those thorough oversight has happened, you have admitted tonight that the economy is in trouble.
Oh, sure. I'm a businessman. I know that the economy is in trouble.
Absolutely. And that today, dollar, only this week, had moved a few figures higher, not lower. And the value of the naira in that regard has dropped. And you imagine that all of this is happening under the last 1 year or so, under the watch of your party, the APC, Senator. If you say, just a moment, Senator, if you say your Senate is not a rubber stamp, how come, and if you are playing your role as your oversight role, how come our economy has come this bad and almost all the indices of our economy has gone in the negative? The question is, how much of a pressure are you putting on the executive that our economy is in these shambles?
Let me be honest with you. The Senate is putting a lot of pressure on the executive.
And the economy is still bad.
Yes. It's not the issue of executive and legislature or judiciary. This economy is a worldwide issue. There's a lot of hunger in South Africa. like we have today.
I disagree, Senator, just a little bit.
No,
you know why I disagree,
I'm coming.
No, I disagree a bit.
I've been allowing you to talk.
No, Senator,
no, you must allow me to talk.
Senator,
you must allow me to talk. You must allow me to talk.
Those facts that are given, Senator, this fact that
you must allow me to talk.
We need to set the record straight, sir.
No, do you want me?
No,
do you invite me to just
go ahead.
Up to
Go ahead, but we need to set the record straight, Senator.
No, the record is that there's a worldwide deflection of economy all over the world. I just told you I have businesses everywhere. It is bad in Nigeria because we have no economic processes. We never had economy since 60 years ago. If we have had economy, the cushion will be...
What do you mean we don't have an economy?
We don't have economy. There's no organized economy here. Because we have no lights, we have nothing. We are not... Our stock exchange is just building up and become investment of you and me. Supposed to be in Nigeria.
So you mean the major drivers of our economy?
No, the institutions that drive the economy are very weak. All the institutions. And this is what President Bola Tinubu is trying to rebuild, to make sure the institutions are strong. Because if you continue with this handout and weak economy, you are not going to go. Somebody must make the decision. It might be right or wrong.
He's taking a tough decision
He's taking a tough decision for the future. And this tough decision, I'm not defending him. You know, I can always speak my mind. If the question is, Nigerian people are there hungry, the answer is yes. I have businesses across the border. And I can tell you that it's the same story everywhere. But our own look worse because we didn't take decision at all.
So the record I like to set straight is that yes, there are global problems, challenges facing different economies of the world, but Nigeria does have a peculiar challenge on its economy. So painting a global, giving an excuse of a global economic problem to our peculiar problem may not be exactly the picture. That was what I wanted to set the record.
No, I'm not saying different thing with you from what you are saying. But what I'm saying that what you are trying to say in a different language that people in government ought to maintain austerity measure. I believe you, they should. There should be more sewing our coat according to our size, scaling down most things people in government do, scaling down on more gifts the government gives to other countries, scaling down on so many things.
Like having 49 ministers.
Well, you are right. If the Constitution says you should have 35, and
36.
We should scale down the parastatals. If I'm President Tinubu, most parastatals will go back to ministries. Because most of these parastatals are departments in the ministries.
But you and your colleagues are creating more commissions, more parastatals.
No, you can create all those things, and they will say no. Did you see us appointing anybody or creating one?
Oh, you're talking about the South something commission. Every region now is having its own different commission. And the question is that Steve Oronsaye, reporter, said, we do not need as much. And this government said it's going to implement that.
And I'm concurring with what Steve Oronsaye's report says, that we don't need this much. If you were to hear, I have also told President Tinubu one-on-one that we do not need this much. But the man is under fire because he is working day and night to see what he can do. I'm telling you the truth.
He's your close friend?
Yes.
Are you still very close?
Yes.
You resolve your differences?
We never had differences. I don't know where you are getting this fake news. Before he traveled, only 2 days before he traveled, he was in my house. So, I mean, what shows friendship?
You own a tabloid newspaper, a Sun newspaper. I don't do tabloid here. I do facts because I'm a political journalist for over some years. No, I do know. I put my ears to the ground and I have my eyes. Even when you guys are having your night meeting, some of us are aware. But just for a moment, Senator, we'll go on a break. When we come back, our conversation continues. Don't forget that my guest tonight has huge interest in sports, and he thinks that there are a lot of these service to Nigerian sport. How do we go from here? We'll be hearing more after this break, everyone. you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Senator Orji Uzo-Kalu, representing Abia North Senatorial District in the National Assembly, is being our guest tonight. He's a two-term governor of Abia State. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for joining us now. Well, I mean, you say you keep saying you're a businessman, but I'm not sure that you're being still recognized in the business world as a businessman since you're a businessman.
I'm building new factories, I'm building new things, and I'm creating new opportunities in my business for people to work and make money.
But Forbes is you're not rated, you're not recognized as a businessman. And that's why I say you're a politician, but you don't agree that you are one. And because
No. Forbes only rates me. Mind you, when they rated me from 2007 to 2019. Immediately I'm elected into
National Assembly.
They will not rate me again because I'm out of business. I'm only advisor in the business.
So you see that I'm right now, that now you're a politician.
No, I'm not totally a politician. I work for the foundation, I work for everybody, and I advise the business. I cannot leave such a large amount of business without advising them. We will go very down.
Senator, there's some of you in the National Assembly who has the wherewithal, who have some means. And so in these difficult times, you and your colleagues have said, oh, we show good faith to the Nigerian people by cutting down on what we earn. And we thought that maybe cutting down 50% of what you earn, do you think that will also show good faith to the Nigerian people who are suffering?
Well, we have done that times without number. But you don't work in the accounts department of
but where do the money go?
No, we have done that. The Senate President have cut most of the things we get. Out of politician, we say yes, it's good. I mean, the Senate President have done a lot to cut some of these things.
I'm saying that just to show, even if it's for 3 months.
No, even if I give you my salary now, it's not going to do anything.
Give it to your constituents.
No, my constituents is having enough from me.
Really?
Yes.
Some of the projects we
are rocking in my constituency.
Abia North is so perfect.
We are rocking. It's not perfect. I'm going to make it perfect, but it's not perfect. But we are rocking in my constituency. My constituency is one of the best constituencies in Nigeria today. It's true.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, I'm saying that not only you as Orji Uzo-Kalu.
Many people are doing that.
If you and your colleagues, just to show, between now and December, for example,
you don't understand.
Cut 50% of your salary.
Many senators are doing that. But the senators are forgoing a lot to constituency. I know of Mohammed Sani Musa. I know of Olami Loko. I know of Abiru. I know of, I mean, those I discussed with. I know of Alero. I know a lot of them.
They are officially taken out of their salary.
Take money and give back to the constituency.
But can't the Senate jointly take this position?
Well,
just to show that those who are representing
those are not the rules. The rules of parliamentary rules are different.
No, this is a moral standard.
No, there's no
when your people are
Nobody
suffering.
in the U.S. Senate will cut his salary to give to anybody.
Why not?
Where are they going to survive?
Your money.
Let me tell you, 80% of senators are just politicians. Only 20% of them are businessmen like me or others. So how are they going to feed their family? That is the truth.
No sacrifice whatsoever.
No, how can they make that? Is their job. That is the job.
You're saying showing good faith.
They cannot show good faith. How are they going to survive?
So it still comes down to one thing, that your party, which of course as it is right now, is still trying to find its way. If your party cannot even conduct a National Executive Council meeting, NEC meeting.
Which NEC?
Your party has not held...
No, our party is the most organized party in Nigeria today.
How so?
Governor Ganduje have been able to win election in Edo.
Oh, really?
As a national chairman. There was an election in Edo, and the APC won, although the
PDP is contesting and said...
Oh, sure, it's always the thing. You must go to court. Anybody that...
The Labour Party said there was a heavy vote buy.
Let them go to judicial interpretation. That is why the court is there.
I mean, this go-to-court tendency, you don't think that is dangerous for our democracy?
Well, that's only the habitat. The habitat is a court. Let me tell you, you people insult Nigerian courts. When you go to other African countries, you know that we have no courts. Nigeria still remains. I have businesses. They've been giving us judgments that you cannot believe that we're written in Africa of today. Nigerian judiciary still remains one of the strongest in Africa today.
But we need to strengthen it.
We need to strengthen it.
There's a lot of work to be done.
That was what the Senate...
And kudos to those who are doing their jobs, who are doing excellently well.
Those are what they ask a new CJN to make sure she strengthens the judiciary. I'm sure they're going to do it. You can see they have already gone very far in the Court of Appeals, where we're having problems at the little courts that are interlands. But all the big courts, like the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court, they are very careful what the ruling they give or the judgment they give. Because they know not only people in Nigeria will read, that their judgments will be read internationally. So,
Senator, the question I asked you is about your political party, the APC.
Yeah.
Your party has not been able to hold, as against the constitution of your party, that there should be at least one NEC meeting per quarter.
No, we scheduled a NEC meeting, not per quarter.
That's what the constitution says.
No, we scheduled a
That's what the APC constitution
No, we
says.
scheduled a NEC meeting 11th and the 12th. But the president was busy. He was in China. So, the president is the leader of the party. The leader of the party must be available.
Is the president really the leader of the party?
The president is the leader of APC. Are you the leader?
No, I'm asking you a question.
No, and I'm also asking, he's the leader of the party.
I thought that the national chairman or the leadership of the party is the leadership of the party.
No. The leader of the party
and every elected member of the party succumbs to the leadership of the party.
No. When I mean leader of the party, it's just the leader of the party. But whatever the party does, the AWC and the NEC is superior.
But that's so far away from what obtains in the Third Republic.
What?
Where you see in
the chairman and the AWC have the power to run the party.
Well, you said that the NEC could not hold just because
the president was not available and is the leader of the party.
Should I hold the activities of the party down?
No, because most and also the National Assembly, which was a competent member of the NEC, we were on recess and we came back on the 21st of September. So there's no way the NEC could have heard. Governor Ganduje, who is the national chairman of the party, have proposed NEC several times. And our party is the most organized party as of today.
I mean, that's contestable, don't think. With the manner in which things have gone in your party, there are those who
maybe ECOWAS court is very close here. You better go to ECOWAS court and contest it.
I may not have a local standard to do that.
No, you can go as a journalist. You can go as a journalist.
No, I don't have a locus.
Yeah,
no. I don't have a locus to do that. Because the court will ask you, what will you lose if the matter goes on like that? So the question here, again, is the probity or the responsibility of your party to the Nigerian people, and how much of sensitivity your party has to the Nigerian people. The question here, are you able to proudly say you are a member and the leader of the APC? For example, let's start from the Southeast, with the way things are going on in the country today.
Well, I'm a member of APC, whether you like it or not. Things are going in because we have economic problems, and it's nobody's problem. We have had this banditry all over the time.
And you don't think all of this are making your party unpopular?
Let me be honest with
you.
No, let me be honest with you. If you look very well and check very well, there was a time myself and you couldn't sleep here in Abuja. The banditry was even at the Abakea, the massacre, the first time they attacked the Catholic Church. You know, before here, you can't sleep here. You know, about some years ago. So there's progress being made, according to what the National Security Advisor told us, is making progress every day. But this progress has also goes with sabotage. Let me be honest with you. The politicians should know that Tinubu is not the owner of this country. Neither the Buhari is the owner of this country, or Jonathan, or Babangida, or Abdul Salam, or Obasanjo, those who have been president. The only trustees of the dream, because they want to damage the country because you hate the president, or you don't like the president, or you are quarreling with the president, or this, that. It's not the issue. We should come out as Nigerian people to build our country.
If your party were to go to an election today, what do you think the outcome will be?
Well, we'll always appeal to Nigerian people to vote for us. We'll win.
But what would the outcome?
The outcome will be our followership is very huge.
And you think that you will probably lose an election if you go to the polls today?
Lose which election? What election?
I'm saying if there were to be an election today in Nigeria. No, I'm saying, I said if there were to be a general election where your party is on the ballot today in Nigeria, do you think your party can win it?
We will win, but I'm not Nigerian people to decide what we are asking. But I know in my constituency I will win, and every other person within their constituency will be able to win.
Labour Party controls your state, Senator.
Yes.
Although the deputy speaker is saying that APC will take over Abia. But we've heard a lot from the Labour Party who say, look, a Labour Party has come to stay.
You see, I was a governor before. I don't like to discuss when it comes to where a governor is involved. First of all, we are a different political party. Our duty is to win the election, not by appealing to our people, by doing what the people like democratically, by cutting the people. We'll win the election.
Is it true that some of you are courting and want to drag Alex Otti to APC?
Well, I don't know about that.
Have you spoken to him about it?
Yes, I spoke to him once.
To come to the APC?
No, I spoke to him generally, and we spoke generally about Nigeria. And also, if he wants to come to APC, the political party is open for everybody.
So you want Alex Otti in the APC?
No, I didn't say so.
Do you want him, Senator?
No, if he wants, it's not my decision.
But you are hoping that your party will win in Abia State?
No, with or without him, we can win Abia. It's possible. We are going to win Abia because the people will follow us if we appeal to them. But if Alex is smart enough, the governor will close his flags and work very hard. Okay. He needs to work hard. You know, these things are about hard working. You can listen to in my area. You cannot carry election. You must end it. Mind you that the APC lost this election in Abia State because they had quarrels. If APC is together, the story might be different.
Senator, let's close this conversation and discuss sport for about a minute and a half. You saw what happened in Libya as a stakeholder in the sports industry. How do you feel about that situation? And what do you think that CAF should? CAF cancel that game, probably reschedule it? For the position of the country, your colleagues are saying that Libyan government should apologize to Nigeria and the Super Eagles. But decisively, what do you think should be done?
Remember, when the Ejimba Football Club played all this, we encountered this kind of things when we are Ejimba, going around African countries. We encountered this kind of things. But let me be honest, as pillar of sports in Africa, CAF have done the right thing. First, CAF did not award Libya the 3 points, which is what they wanted. And CAF have also penalized them and said you must pay for the expenses of Super Eagles. Because, and CAF have said you will not play this match again in Benghazi. You have to go to Luanda. So I don't think any other thing CAF will do, because CAF, in football, CAF have done what they're supposed to do. And I'm very proud of the leadership of CAF, because Enyimba is the only club in 50 years, back-to-back, will carry the Champions League and the Super League, back-to-back. And nobody even remembered to give those boys national honor. Nobody gave them anything except the cars or something I gave to, because there was a face-off in PDP at that moment between the president and our state. And this is not how a country should be. A country should forgive people. A country should play rightly, like you asked me of Buhari. Buhari is a leader, he has given his stewardship. Obasanjo is a leader, he is giving his stewardship. Jonathan was there, he's giving his stewardship. All these leaders had what they have contributed one way or the other. No leader is a fake. Every leader has something to contribute to the national economy. Because without that, there will be no Nigeria. So All leaders must contribute what they have. Anybody who is telling you is coming to do any magic. Did you see the World Bank vice president telling us the economy will come back in 15 years' time? That is not what we have to believe. We need to work hard to put our economy where we are. I'm just saying both the executive and everybody should cut down in what we are doing.
Senator Orji Uzo-Kalu, former governor of Abia State, sitting senator representing Abia North Senatorial District. They'll say representing the good people of Abia North. Thank you so much, Senator, for joining us tonight. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
But that's our show for tonight, everyone. Many thanks for watching. I'm Sean Kimale. God bless Nigeria.